I'm back with part two of What If Naofumi had the Sharingan. Before I want to start, I just want to say thanks for the support on the previous video. And the person that did the series before, and I did see it, was called Prince of What If. He's a bigger YouTuber, but still he posts some good videos. So, check his channel out because, I did get. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he must have been the one that I got some ideas from. So basically, just check him out. Um, so this series probably won't go on for more than the anime because I haven't watched any of the light novels, so I don't really know what to do after that. I mean, I couldn't make up, but I didn't see the point in doing that. So if you want more what ifs on the Shield Hero or any other what if series, then just comment down below so I can do them for you. So I'll do a quick recap of where we left off last episode. So basically, in the last part, Naofumi was accused of, the big bad. So the entire country basically shunned him. He gained the two Tamori in both eyes, which I'm going to say grants him an extra 10 levels in each of his stats. That's basically all the recap that's needed if I'm being honest, and if you should probably watch the video before to get better detail. So we'll get into the proper story now. Let's go on, come on. So Naofumi is walking from the castle, angry and disappointed on how he's being treated by this kingdom. No, what's it? No, oh my god, I forgot the capital kingdom. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my days, how have I forgotten that? Oh no. Right, that's not a good start. Anyway, skip. Anyway, he's walking out of the castle angry and disappointed about how he's being treated, and he knows he won't be able to stay in the capital anyway because everybody's gonna shun him. They didn't even like him anyway, but now they're gonna shun him even more and not save him or anything. So he decides that he should live in the forest or in the wild for a bit, and this is where he's gonna get the herb medicines and the herbs medicines, different shields. I think the Air Force is with the dog. I'm gonna say you get to the plant herb shield, medicine shield, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, so a couple of days later, he stops at the blacksmith to ask how he could get more money. More money because he had a lot of money before, but still he just wants to keep the money coming in. But instead of telling him, the blacksmith confronts him, asking if he actually did that to the princess. So Naofumi uses the Sharingan to show him his memories and see all the incidents, and the blacksmith apologizes, seeing this. So the blacksmith tells him there are higher level monsters in the forest, and you can sell them for a decent amount. Now Naofumi only went to the outskirts of the forest. I'm gonna say because he didn't really know what's in there, so he didn't adventure in there because he's cautious about that. So he's like, all right, okay, that's sound. So as he's walking from the blacksmith out of the city to go to the forest, two large men ask him if he's the shield hero and if they can join his party as they guide him into an alleyway. Obviously this is a robbery, and he knows they're going to try and rob him. So he uses a simple genjutsu he learned after getting the two Tomori Sharingan. This is what he practiced on. This is what he's been practicing for the last couple of days. It's a basic genjutsu, but it'll work on these dumb boys. So he practices this genjutsu, and it makes the two brutes fight each other, and they knock each other out. He takes all their money and equipment, but as he's about to leave, the slave merchant arrives. The slave merchant approaches him, asking if he needs some loyal companions and complimenting him on his ability to dispatch his opponents without even raising a finger. although Naofumi doesn't like the idea of slaves, he does know that having them will boost his levels more than if he was alone. So he follows along with the slave owner. Jesus. God, I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. I just went on a bike ride and decided to do this. Get back to the videos. The people don't want to learn about you. They want to learn about the story. Anyway, so as they browse through the slave market, Naofumi hears a small cough behind some grubby white sheets. He moves the sheets to see a small raccoon demi-human girl. He looks at her and then activates his Sharingan. And using this, he sees his general stats. And then he sees that she's going to die soon because of the illness she's got. So, that's not a good thing. So, he uses the Sharingan to see what... I've already said that. He uses the Sharingan to see if all the stats of Raphtalia... She doesn't know it's Raphtalia yet, but you get the point. So, he feels a bit sorry for her, she's alone, ill, dying, so he decides to buy her. And he asks how much she costs. The slave owner says she's gonna die soon, so she won't be much use. How about... But before he can finish, Naofumi's eyes turn blood red. The slave owner stutters a bit, and he says, yes, just for you, 10 silvers, says the owner, and he's in a panic now. Naofumi nods and says not to go, and says no, and gets the slave seal engraved on Raphtalia's body. So, and he takes some ink as well. I don't know why they do that. I think it's for the shield. I think it's a shield. I don't know what it is really. So as they're walking out of the slave market, he asks the girl her name, and she replies Raphtalia with a stutter, master. And then there's now Fumini does not like the fact that he called him master. She called him master, so he just says not to call him that, which surprises her and makes her sort of happy because he's not too controlling on the outside anyway. So they carry on walking before a loud grumble makes Naofumi stop. You're hungry, he asks as she nods her head. Well, he's like, okay then, I'll get you something to eat then. And she's like, no, you don't have to. But Naofumi tells her as a master now to do it. So, but she doesn't do it. She's not gonna argue too much. After the meal, he goes to a blacksmith and buys her a good dagger because he's been saving money and he got to keep the money that he was given already. So let me flip over the script of mine. But before he sets her to work, he has to make potions already because she's still ill. She, at the start, doesn't want to drink it, but, Naofumi forces her to, so she does drink it eventually. So, after a couple of days, she's fully healed now. The medicine cured her, and they go to hunt monsters. Now, unlike in canon, Raphtalia levels up much faster due to Naofumi using a genjutsu to help her through her blood trauma when she's asleep. I'm gonna say that's one of the abilities. So she's not afraid of blood anymore, but she's still afraid of that dog thing. So Naofumi's happy with the progress, but he does want more money. He does want more money to keep himself independent from anybody. So. Because he just doesn't want to rely on anybody like the kingdom anymore. So, where is it? Where was I? So they go to the... What was it? Right, give me a second. They decided to head off to the village of Ryut. I'm calling it Ryut. Anyway, they head off to that village because they hear there's a mine and that's an easy way to get money. So they go over there and they ask the locals about the mine. They say it's overrun by monsters, but if you can get any materials, we'll buy it off you. And that's what the mayor says anyway, and the merchants say. So they both head to the mine. They easily clear every level of the mine, and they start gathering resources. So, like, after about 20 minutes after all of that stuff, all their mining, the two-headed dog monster appears. Now, Fumi was about to easily dispatch this monster, like, flick it and it's gone, because, like, he's overpowered in this what if, because, like, he's got the Sharingan. He could have probably genjutsu the dog to make it its pet, I'm being honest. But, like, for Raftalia's sake, for development, we gotta kill it. So but now Fumi sees that Raftalia is frozen in fear. Like, instead of using the Sharingan to, like, put her in a genjutsu, make her live through it, and then get over the fear, he decides that she should do it on her own. So, like, he knows that she's dependable. So he acts like he's gonna die or whatever, and then tells her, like, to run or whatever. But this breaks her out of her trance because, like, her mum and dad said the same thing, and she easily dispatches, like, effortlessly. Like, in the anime it was semi-difficult, mid-diff, but, like, in this it's easy diff, like, gone, dead, both heads on the floor straight away. So this incident made their levels increase, I'm just gonna say. So she goes up to level 20. She's, like, increasing her stats loads. I think that's more than the anime anyway. And then Nafumi's a level 31. So they decide to go and sell their goods and go back to the blacksmith, because Raftalia's sword's worn out now and she needs a new one. This is where the blacksmith questions, how did she grow up so quickly, as Raftalia's, like, as in the picture shown on there. This one I'll zoom in for you. That one. She's, like, grown up into, like, an adult thing. Adult demi-human. You can't call them thing. It's 2020. Don't cancel me. So the blacksmith asked that, but Naofumi hadn't noticed, and he just, like, humps and, like, goes away. But this annoys Raftalia. So later on in the day, they got the blacksmith told them about the demon hourglass. I think dragon hourglass or demon hourglass. Let me see. Dragon hourglass. That's it. So he tells them about the dragon hourglass, and they decide to go to the Three Heroes Church, as they know, like, the way to know where the waves are coming. And he also figures out about class upgrades because of the tutorial that I said in the first part. So they go to the dragon hourglass, and he sees that they got 3 days to prepare for the next wave. Then he asks the nun about class upgrades, and, like, the nun in, like, a passive aggressive way, because, like, the shield hero is, like, in their church and he's considered the devil, says that would be 10 gold per person. Now, like, this, if Naofumi wasn't, I think this was, like, way above his budget in this anime, but in this, easy. So she says it's 10 gold per person, and she says, I'm sorry, but that is the norm. We can't negotiate even if you're a hero. But before she can, like, tell him, like, if that's all, I'll be going, he hands her 20 gold coins, sorry. She was like, what? You have 20 gold? That's, like, insane. But anyway, she begrudgingly, like, allows them to boost their gear to class upgrades. So now Fumi's stats go up by 50%. That's what I read on the wiki anyway. And Raftalia's go up by 100%. So, like, they're actually insane now. like Naofumi is just on a different level. Basically, he's untouchable. And then Raphtalia is, well, basically the second strongest person of that, other than the heroes, I think. No, probably stronger than the heroes. Anyway, before they could leave the church, they get into a confrontation with the spear hero, but he couldn't do anything to Naofumi, so Naofumi just, like, genjutsus him and knocks him out, and they can't actually prove that he knocked him out because his eyes didn't even turn into the Sharingan, because, like, the spear hero is just, like, so easily manipulated. I'm just saying, genjutsu's, like, works every time. So mine is angered by this, but before she could shout at Naofumi or Raphtalia, they were gone, as they were both gone. And, like, she turns back and sees them walking away down the street with Raphtalia giggling behind her. So, yeah, I'm tired, not gonna lie. So, that's gonna be the end of the video. It looks like I could probably bang out the next part, the whole story next part, so I think next part's going to be my last video, so, like, if you got any ideas, just pop them down. God, I'm now training before making a video, because I'm exhausted, and reading off a sheet is making me so tired for some reason. Anyway, well, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.